All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25. It up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Wait, that 53! 52 right here. 52. You don't see me in your... No, 66.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
Wait, that 20. Check 31. Check it, reload.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, Delta. 52's the mic right here, right? 52's the mic. Go. Check. 52's the mic. Check.
Brady now to throw. Jordan Reed has it. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Reed with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Ivory. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, this is Ivory. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Now, you want it, eh? Like this, yeah? It's first. You better bring it. Here we go.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Left guard defense. Right down. Here we go. Watch the
Ivory. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Three bud. No. Check that. We want Mike Hackett.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Reed with it over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike 52, Mike 52. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, ball 66.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Alert! Bravo!
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
72. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's get it. Wait, set. Ready? Check it. Hey, exit. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 6-6, pull it high. 52 to the left. Go bandit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Check 43. Check 3. Hey, watch it. Check.
On first down, Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right, Ivory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Ivory. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A running play now for Ivory. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. James O'Shaughnessy, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
93.
This is Ivory. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
That QB's traps. Let's go. Hey, orbit. Check Mike. Hey, Mike.
4th from the gun. It's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
No, 66. 52. Hey, 66. Smooth. 36. 72.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Box truck. Big rip. Hey, check it. Hey, Zoo.
Brady now on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first update now from Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch out. Any weapon.
Now Brady. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, Mike 7. Mike 52. Hey, 66.
Free to throw again. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Carr Target to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Carr now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. 4 now. Express. 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be second down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Mike 50. Go Chief.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
50. Hey, Charlie. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Hey, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch out. Tight end right. 3 down. 6 in. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check 3.
They go right back to Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wait, set. Ready? Watch the curve. Rip. Hey, Haywood. Watch Mike. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the
From the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Brady. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
7:34.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Samuels. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Time to go, night. Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, alert 3.
And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Dawson's kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Bravo! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 26, check 26. Tight dog.
They run on first down. It's Mack, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. Check. Lucky.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 25 on second down, Brady, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go!
Shotgun now for Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins, huh? Mike 5-4, Mike. Hey, 66. Let's go. 72.
Brady gonna go on fourth down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. Check 4.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch gears. 7:34.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football, because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Brady. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the